If you asked a geriatrician for the single most important exercise to stop the muscle loss that quietly steals your strength after 60, many would point to one simple move. It takes about 5 minutes a day, needs no equipment, no gym, not a penny, and you can do it right now, holding onto the back of a sturdy chair. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what that exercise is, why it works when walking alone does not, and the secret that keeps it building muscle for years instead of just weeks. Here's why this matters so urgently. Beginning around 60, we lose muscle faster with each passing year. Doctors call it sarcopenia, the slow, silent wasting of muscle as you age. And your muscle is your independence. It's what lets you rise from a chair without a struggle, carries you up the stairs, catches you when you stumble so a trip doesn't become a fall and a broken hip. Most people don't notice the muscle slipping away year by year, until getting out of a low chair takes a push with both arms, or a small mistake turns into a hard fall. The good news, this slide isn't inevitable and it's never too late to turn it around. But you have to give your body a real challenge. And that's exactly where this exercise comes in. Here's the part that surprises people most. Walking, wonderful as it is, will not save your muscle. It's exercise for your heart and lungs, but does very little to keep the muscle in your legs. To hold on to muscle, you have to challenge it. And older muscles need to be worked deliberately to keep them from fading. That's why the answer isn't walk further. It's one targeted move. The single best exercise for older muscle, the sit to stand. Simply standing up from a chair, on purpose, as exercise. 3 reasons this one move, above all others. First, it trains your biggest, most important muscles, thighs, hips, and backside. The very ones that fade fastest with age and matter most for staying on your feet. Second, it's perfectly functional. You're practicing the exact motion you use dozens of times a day. Third, it's safe and scalable. Almost anyone can do it, and it can grow with you for years. Here's how to do it properly. Find a sturdy chair that won't slide. Put it against a wall to be safe. Sit toward the front of the seat, feet flat on the floor and pulled back slightly beneath you. Lean your chest forward over your toes, squeeze your thigh muscles, and stand up tall. Here's the secret most people miss. Don't just flop back down. Lower yourself back into the chair slowly, a full 3 or 4 seconds, with complete control. That slow lowering is where much of the magic happens. Do a round 10, rest a moment, then do another round or 2. Just 5 minutes, once or twice a day. Keep a hand on the chair or a nearby counter for balance whenever you need it. That slow descent is the difference between a real exercise and just plopping into a seat. When you control the way down, your muscles work hard the entire time, fighting gravity instead of giving into it. That steady effort is exactly the signal your body needs. Fast and sloppy does almost nothing. Slow and deliberate does everything. If you want simple, doctor-approved ways to stay strong and independent, subscribe. This channel is here to help you. Now, the secret that makes this work for years, not just weeks. Your body adapts. Do the same 10 sit-to-stands forever, and eventually they'll only maintain what you have, not build new muscle. To keep getting stronger, make it a little harder over time. Start by adding repetitions. Work from 10 up toward 12, then 15. Then slow the lowering down even more, a full 5 seconds to sit. Then pause halfway down, holding for a breath before continuing. Then use your hands less, from 2 hands on the chair, to a single finger for balance, to arms folded across your chest. Then lower the seat itself. A slightly lower chair makes your muscles work harder to stand. And when you're truly ready, add a little weight. Hug a heavy book or a water jug to your chest. Each small step keeps your muscles challenged, which keeps them growing. You're never finished. You simply keep climbing, gently, one small step at a time. Here's the most encouraging truth of all. Muscle responds at any age. People in their 80s and even 90s grow visibly, measurably stronger doing exactly this. Your strength isn't gone. It's simply waiting to be asked for. Picture someone who could barely rise from their chair without help, doing this faithfully for a few weeks, and finding they can stand on their own again. Your strength isn't gone. It's simply waiting to be asked for. Picture someone who could barely rise from their chair without help, doing this faithfully for a few weeks, and finding they can stand on their own again. That's what happens when you give an older muscle a reason to grow, and it can start the very next time you stand up. A few honest words of caution. If standing up brings sharp pain in your knees or hips, or you feel dizzy when you rise, stop and check with your doctor. If you have any joint, balance, or heart concerns, talk with your doctor before starting, and always use a sturdy chair. This is general information to help you stay strong, not medical advice. Here's a challenge right now. Stand behind a sturdy chair and count how many good, slow, controlled sit-to-stands you can do in 1 minute. Comment that number with your age. Write it as muscle, then your number. Come back in 30 days and tell us how much it's climbed. Let's watch each other get stronger. Subscribe so you don't lose the thread. And share this with someone who's been getting up from their chair a little more slowly lately. This could genuinely help them.